Davey, 4 in defeat at home to Dundee here. What was your initial emotions and feelings towards it?
I spoke to the players about this. I'm standing here and I can't keep saying this. I sound like a lunatic. Thought we played some good football at times, but we are killing ourselves defensively. I think that's the 7th different centre-back pairing I've tried this year, and we are killing ourselves. First goal, I'm not going to start naming names. First goal, individual error. Second goal, individual error. Third goal's a collective error for the back four. That is shocking. But I think it's a foul on James. I do. I think it's a foul, 2 hands pushing his back, but it doesn't get given. And then the 4th goal's embarrassing. I think we do well. If you get in at half time at 1 each, I think you've got a different momentum swing. Confidence is on your side a wee bit. But the pen, obviously, again, you can hit as many penalties you want in training, players. Doesn't need replicate it when you come out here. So, going at 1-0 down, I think the players come out. We start the half fairly well. And then we drop the ball into mid. We try to overplay, centre half bang, tries to drop it into one of our sixes. He drops it into them, we go and score a second. We then get ourselves back in the game. We get a penalty of ourselves. There's roughly 13 minutes of regulation time left and VAR time, so you're probably looking around 20 minutes. 20 minutes and you're thinking, right, here we go, against 10 men, here we go, and we concede for kick-off. And it's difficult to explain, it's difficult to put into words because, and I'm not trying to absolve myself of any blame, by the way, I'm not, but I don't know how you coach that. I genuinely don't know how you coach that. I can't explain to you. So I think, spoke about it and as a group, I think defensively we're shocking. Absolutely shocking. We have got to work so hard to get entries into the opponent's box, to score goals. We are so soft, so soft. And I've tried a combination of loads of different players playing. Tried loads of different combinations, back 3, back 4, 2 centre backs, back 5. I've tried everything and we seem to be giving away the same types of goal. And that's it. And we work on it in training, we talk about it, we show it, we do video analysis. So then that comes down to individuals taking responsibility, and I think I'm the one that's got to take that responsibility. No, it's got to be me. It falls on me. It's got to be.
I think you said in your kind of pre-match interview that if things don't change, then nothing will ever change. There was obviously quite a few changes to starting 11 today.
4 were forced. I'm no big. I thought we'd won a game of football. I'd love to have kept roughly the same personnel. There was going to be a shape change, but roughly the same personnel, but you had 4 coming out. 4 coming out through injuries within that game. And then I think Mo and Jamie dropped out. Mo, Jamie and Shamal had one eye on Tuesday night as well, to be fair. And Mo and Jamie came out. They were part of the winning team, but it was more to do with, I was looking at what we were going to do on Tuesday, what we were going to do today. Hopefully, so it was 4 of the changes were forced because it's not something that was ideal going into the game.
How big is Tuesday now?
It's huge, but is it any bigger than this? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Like, I know it's 3 points, double 6 point, all that nonsense, but is it any bigger than the day? Like, fans must be so frustrated. I get it, I'm frustrated, my staff is, the players are frustrated, but this has got to have been the worst season I've had in football, and probably one of the worst seasons Livingston's had, and it's shocking. It's horrendous. It's horrendous. I don't know what else. I genuinely don't. The fans want me to apologise, probably no. I get in there with the players, I'm sorry. Every week, I'm sorry. I can't keep saying I'm sorry. But Tuesday night's huge, absolutely huge. But for me, it was as big as the day's game. It gets bigger the more it goes. It gets bigger.
On to the day as well, that feels strange to say, but it didn't feel like there was much in the game. If you look at McGovern, for example, he's hardly made it.
Michael's picked the ball out in 8 4 times.
Yeah, and I think a dribbler for Michael Mellon with 30 yards or whatever. But
that was the offside one. It's terrible, but we can't keep saying this. But we are. I don't like picking individuals out because it's unfair. It's unfair, but defensively as a unit, we're very poor. And I've tried a combination of all different things.
Does that try and accelerate your mind in terms of transfers or anything like that? Is there any other
Connor, I'll be honest. We're sitting with money saved from the boys that have left. There's money there to spend. I've spoke to at least 10 players that I thought I might have had over the line. And for one reason or other, I've chosen not to come to Livingston. So it probably paints a picture of the appetite of players actually wanting to come and get involved in a relegation battle, and that's the difficult part. So I'd love to bring 2 or 3 in. I thought I'd be able to bring 2 or 3 in. Hoping the day you could pick 3 points up, it kicks you up a wee bit, and there's a wee bit of momentum, and then it maybe changes the attitude of the other players coming in. But it's a hard sell. It's a hard sell at the moment, and I know fans are looking for a bit of positivity, but I'm not going to sit here and tell lies. It's a hard sell. I've been so active this window. There's money there. I've been trying to get the calibre of player in we need is proving to be very difficult.
I think you mentioned Joel Newbley last weekend in your BBC kind of interview that he was almost out the door. Obviously we've seen him on the bench today and made a real positive impact when he actually came.
I thought Joel was very good when he went on the day. Last week, spoke to a manager Friday just after training. He said, look, that's the offer. I said, look, go and try and do this. It was very, very nominal, if I'm honest, in terms of what we were asking. It was tweaks, really. So I thought it was going to get done. Just went cold on us, so I had to bring Joe back into the group. And I'll be really, really honest, at this point in time, I don't know if we can afford to lose another offensive player, because trying to bring one in is proving to be very, very difficult.
So he did have a real impact on the game, on the penalty kick to kind of get us back in it. It looked like that, for me, from the commentary perspective, he managed to get in more 1v1s. He seems to have been kind of crowded out games a lot this season. It seems to have been, I think we covered it at St Mirren away, maybe 2v1s, 3v1s all the time against him, where here he got 1v1s and made a real point.
I think he got to be 1v1s, they were down to 10 men for parts of the game as well, so you're obviously the wide areas, they give you the wide areas, so I think it made it a wee bit easier playing against 10 men, but I thought Joel overall made a huge contribution to the game. The shape, and again I think we dominated large spells of the ball, but there's no point sitting here talking about large spells of dominating possession when you're losing the goals we're losing. It's a recipe for disaster. We're never getting a foothold in any games now. And I think the games then become very, very difficult, and they become very erratic, pretty frantic at times, and it changes everything you've been working on during the week. You don't go into training to work on being 1-0 down. You go into training to try and keep a clean sheet and trying to pose an attacking threat in the opponent's half. But we're always chasing games now due to our defensive fragilities.
There's a few times the likes of Luke McCowan picked it up, kind of moved the ball pretty sharp, pretty quickly. I think looked relatively passive at times when we had it, moving kind of through the midfield. I thought one player that did try and grab it was Stephen Bradley.
I thought, again, crazy. I think that's probably Stephen Bradley's best game for us. I thought he was very, very good, and the boys sitting in that changing room lost 4-1. Crazy. We've missed Bradders for most of the first half of the season through various injuries, but I thought Bradders was very, very good. But finding it difficult to sit here and talk about the positives within the game when you've lost a game of football 4-1 in such a huge game in terms of what it meant to the football club, what it meant to the players and staff, and what it meant to the league table.
Yep. Just finally, obviously in Ross County on Tuesday night here, Derek Adams brings his side down. What do you expect from them?
Tough game.
How do we get ready? How do we put this to bed as quickly as we can?
We're in tomorrow, and that's the difficult part, let's be honest. That's a very, very difficult part where we find ourselves right now. But it's my job to try and get the boys up for it. It's my job to try and get the staff up for it. I've spoke to the players in the change room. Very, very, I don't think there's many players going to be coming in here to make a difference. I don't think we're going to get the recruitment that we're trying to get in to change the season. It's us, that's all we've got, us. And I know I must sound like a broken record, and I need to apologise to the fans, but please try and get behind us. We need everything. We need everything we get. We can't throw a towel in, we've got to keep swinging. And I've never walked away for a fight in my life, and I don't intend to walk away for a fight. And I know my staff, and we'll do everything we can to get the players up for this game on Tuesday, and that'll start tomorrow morning when we're back in here training. We'll do our ultimate best to keep the as much positivity, get as much energy and motivation into the players, but also try and keep this club in the Premier League. And I know I sound like a broken record, and I feel like I need to apologise for that, but that is generally how I feel.